Hello and welcome back to Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. So last time we played this, there was a huge update, and there's been another one. Yes, there's been another one, so much so in actual fact that they have reworked the boss. There's a huge new, well, there's actually two bosses, funnily enough. Basically, there are twin dreadnoughts, and they both attack you at the same time, and or the old dreadnought, that is the regular one that you would have fought beforehand, he has new abilities. Yes, he has new abilities, so that's going to be extremely interesting. So what we're going to do is, I'm actually just going to play as the engineer here. We're going to just go for the LMG platform straight away, in my opinion, because they've actually reworked a load of the weapons. Huge amounts of different weapons have been reworked, changed, and, well, you can also see that the UI has changed slightly as well, so it actually shows you a little bit more, it gives you a little bit more, you know, information about things. Anyway, yeah, we want reload speed as much as possible here. And, oh yeah, so the abilities for the new Dreadnought. The abilities for this thing are pretty crazy, because what will happen is, sometimes when he attacks, he will shoot out a wall of basically rocks, right? Rocks by the side of you, and you're gonna have to mine through them to escape before he charges you, pretty much. So I'm actually really intrigued about this, and I'm kind of wondering how this is even gonna work, because I'm feeling right now that I may not even be able to do it. I might not even be able to handle it, so this is gonna be pretty harsh. But it's okay, because we're probably going to be fine, right? We're probably going to be fine. I'd love to take the 45% pickup radius, but I can't. I have to go for the overclocks as soon as possible. And speaking of overclocks, there are a bunch new overclocks too. They have been doing a fantastic job, just basically adding so much content to this game. Actually crazy. I'm going to be going for the Krakatoa Sentinel, even though the Lock 1 Smart Rifle has been improved as well. You know what? Should I actually go for it? You know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it just purely because I want to see what the difference is with it now. And, oh yeah, it seems to fire actually a lot faster. Its fire rate is a lot faster at least. You know, this is actually working dramatically well. Ah, okay. Hello. Let's go for the paint job as well. Nice. All right, yeah, let's get some stuff on that. Let's get some more damage on this thing. Alright, maybe we can even get the overclock for it. That would be pretty funny, actually, if we get the overclock for that before we get the overclock for the turrets. Oh, yeah, we did literally just get that. Okay, that's very funny. I'm going to go for the fire rate and the reload speed increase. I think that's much better than the other thing. Let's just try to detonate that. We're obviously going to try to bait them into exploding, because that's what we do. And there we have it. Nice. Huge amounts of experience coming my way. Let's try to get my turret leveled up now as well. There we go. We got that. We got the plus 30% reload speed. Turrets explode when they are removed. I am not sure if I really like that much. I can salvage this overclock. What does that actually mean? That's something that I don't think I've ever done before. There's also a tooltip right here. Blue base stats are additive. Yellow stats are multipliers. Okay, I have no idea what that even means actually right now, but okay, I'm gonna go for plasma bullets actually. I think that's probably gonna be pretty fun for us. Oh yeah, also there's this thing. I should have probably been getting this the entire time, but I've been a bit slack. So yeah, anyway, let's go for reload on this. Okay, here we go. Come on, be a little bit careful, little dwarf. I got hit by the explosion. That's great. Not so good, not so good. Okay, so this is... I'm actually thinking that I want the pop-up tripod. I know this sounds really hilarious considering, but technically this is a really good thing to go for, but I'll go for the experience scanner just because we are generally going to be mining through a whole bunch of things. So it will probably make sense in the long run, I guess. But yeah, most of the time what you really want to be doing is mining as much as possible to try and gain as many resources as you can, because that's what you inherently need. You need resources to be able to progress in the game. You need nitra and you need gold. That is just an obvious thing, you know. It's just super obvious that you need that, right? But now this is what's really cool actually about this weapon. The the Lock Smart Rifle, I don't know whether you noticed what just happened there, but it literally has an insane amount of knockback to it. And that is providing me with a huge amount of security. That's the reason why I wanted to go for that as well, by the way. So I'm actually going to be... should I re-roll that, or should I just go for projectile damage? I think I'll just go for projectile damage, actually, right now. And let's actually just make our way through here, because I can pick up some HP along the way. I did pick up the Nitra as well. That's hopefully going to be enough to be able to get me a couple of upgrades. And I need to make my way out of here, otherwise I'm going to have some problems. A Firefly Hunter drone. This is the first time I've actually seen this, but we're not going to be going for that. We're going to be going for the Krakatoa Sentinel, I suppose. Even though it's probably not something I'm going to be leveling up. But it could be fun. I don't know. I think it could be fun at least, because we want to get some damage over time effects, at least a little bit. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that would have been absolutely amazing if I had gone for the Krakatoa Sentinel beforehand, but nowadays, no, not so much. So we're just going to be doing this, and we'll just re-roll straight away. Let's go for... I'm thinking critical chance right now, actually. I'm thinking critical. Let's re-roll it once again. Re-roll it once again, and here we go. This is what we want, right here. Look at that. Yes. It's going to give me... yeah, we don't have enough now. Unfortunate, unfortunate. I was kind of hoping that we would actually be able to do a little bit more there, but we are getting some really, really good luck in regards to our sub-objectives. That's actually really, really nice, because being able to complete these really quickly, that is just a gift. A huge, huge gift, because without that, it is pretty difficult, actually, sometimes, to be able to get these done. The mushrooms, specifically, are very, very tough, at least for me. I find them very, very difficult to do. But yeah, otherwise, we should be good. Okay, I'm going to actually continue leveling up the Lock 1, because beforehand, the Lock 1 was not that effective. But nowadays, it actually seems to be doing a fantastic amount. I'm not sure whether that's just me. Maybe I'm just seeing things or whatever, but no, I think this is actually working much better than it was before. I mean, look at the damage. I don't know, maybe the turrets are just doing the damage, I don't know. Maybe that's the case. Okay, there we go. Got some more fire rate here. Gonna collect these. Yes, more experience for me, thank you. Now, this is actually something that I have been wanting to do for a while, because the engineer, I think, is a pretty underrated character. Now, yeah, sure, you know, it is definitely one of, I think it is one of the most played. I think it's like the second most played class. I actually don't know, but I saw some stats a while ago that said that the gunner is the least played. I'm not sure why that is, actually. I'm not sure why that is, because I personally think the gunner is pretty fantastic. Also, tank tracks, one of the most overpowered overclocks in the game, in my opinion. I think this is basically the reason why you would want to play the engineer. I think it just does so much to improve the quality of life of the turrets, because you can see here, look at the turrets, they're literally just following me around right now, and they are killing every single thing nearby. It's really good. Super, super effective. And, wow, okay, this is a lot of rock that we're going to have to go through here. This is bad. My mining speed is not really good enough to be able to really handle this, but because we are dragging these guys after us right now, I'm going to actually increase my max HP here. I think that might be a bit more useful. Maybe? Sometimes I'm kind of on the fence about that kind of stuff, because usually you don't really want to be taking a huge amount of defense unless you think you're going to be taking massive damage, and I kind of think I will. I kind of think I will, maybe, but offense versus defense is always a thing in these kinds of games, because you don't really want to put too much damage in offense. You don't want to get too much offense, but you also don't want to get too much defense, because it depends on the situation. It is not a case of, I'm going to be going for piercing, by the way. It depends on what you're fighting and whether you expect to take damage. Because if you expect to take damage, then you probably want to go for some more defense, but there are always those times where you just have to go for offense. Like, here's the thing though. if you go for a huge amount of offense, sometimes you're not going to take damage at all. And that's a really big deal. And that's the reason why it is, you know, kind of a bit of a, not really a puzzle, so to speak, but it's one of those things where you just go, should I do this or should I not do this? Because if I have a huge amount of offense, then surely I'm not going to be taking any damage, and as a result, I don't need to worry about defense, right? But then there are always going to be those times. There's always going to be those times where maybe you are going to take damage just because. You know, you might just have some random thing happen and then you'll take damage and then be like, oh, now I have 10 HP and now I'm going to be having, you know, I'm going to be having a huge problem. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to be going for... I'm going to be going for the Deep Core PGL, in my opinion. That's a grenade launcher, and I think that's probably going to be the most useful for us. I actually just literally I collected the last flower just as I was leaving. Very funny. Alright, nice. Okay, so let's have a look here. Okay, what do I want to go for? Well, I think this, and that's it. That's all I could do. I literally picked up no nitro whatsoever. I am kicking myself now. Alright, never mind. We've got another 12% critical chance coming our way, which is very nice. Let's re-roll once again, see what else we can get here. We could get some more luck. I think luck is going to be extremely powerful for us. So that's what we're going to do. There we go. Let's move on. But yeah, as I say, if you go for a huge powerhouse of a character, so if you go for like a build which exemplifies how much damage you do, you're going to be having very few problems in regards to taking damage, right? So inherently, I suppose the best thing to go for is just to go for as much damage as possible, but I don't know. I guess it depends. It depends on you, you know? It depends on your playstyle and how you feel like you're going to take damage or not. Because for me personally, as I say, I feel like I'm a little bit on the fence about it, because on the one hand, if I get lucky and I get huge amounts of really, really good offensive skills unlocked, then that's great. You know, that's absolutely fantastic. That's probably one of the best things that you can do. But then on the other hand, if you don't get that and you're, you know, you're unlucky for any reason or another, then yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit difficult, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to go for some reload speed for the grenade launcher. That's probably going to be more useful than anything else. And we're just going to try and get this nitro as best as I can. I'm trying to mine a little bit more here. I've been failing to mine quite dramatically, unfortunately, for the majority of this particular run. And yeah, we kind of need to rectify that, don't we? Yes, I think I need to rectify that pretty badly. But what's really cool here is that the plasma bullets will actually penetrate most enemies, and so you're not really going to be having too many issues with actually killing large amounts of enemies in a row. You can see that right here. Look at this. And I'm also penetrating enemies with the Lock 1 as well, which is even better. So yeah, I'm actually very much enjoying the new Lock 1 auto rifle, because as I say, they did update it and change it around a little bit. Because beforehand it was, in my opinion at least, and obviously in their opinion as well, I guess, it was underperforming a little bit. Or at least I thought it was underperforming. I didn't feel like it was particularly strong, and usually when I would get it as a choice, I'd usually be saying, you know what, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to be taking Pickled Nitro here. This may seem like a really stupid idea to actually take the Pickled Nitro, and usually, yes, I would definitely agree with you. However, I actually think it is very strong. Just because if you have a lot of Nitra, and let's say that you're on the final level and you're just mining Nitra, you're going to be increasing your damage dramatically. However, you are also going to be reducing your movement speed, and as a result, you are then going to be making yourself a lot weaker. So that's obviously a big problem, which is, you know, obviously, like I said, you know, the main reason why I sometimes would recommend going for a little bit of defense. And that's actually maybe the reason why the Gunner is the least played character in the game, because it's a character that focuses a lot on defense. You know, he definitely focuses a lot more on defense than he does on offense, at least with some of the subclasses. Alright, pickup radius. Oh, move speed. I'll go for move speed. Thanks very much. Okay, so, yeah, this is... Well, this thing is going to die very, very fast, so I'm just going to pick up as much experience as I can. As you can see, it's now dead. And, there we go. We got our final upgrade. Adds +3 turrets, plus 150% fire rate. I'm going to be going for the fire rate, in my opinion. This is literally one of the greatest things ever. Yes, +3 turrets does add 3 extra charges, which does mean that you're able to then put out another 3 turrets, which technically might make up for the fact that your fire rate is not going to be increased, but I'm still going to go for the LMG overload. I think that is much better. If you have a good reload speed, at least, I feel like this is much better. Okay, so we could go for this. Our reload speed, I think fire rate is probably better. I don't know. I have no idea. Some of those times where you just, get so many generic upgrades, you just kind of think, okay, yeah, which one is actually good? Well, not really either of them, to be honest. Okay, I'm just going to pick up these resources real fast, and then we're just going to go back in. There we go. All right, whew, that was a bit close, wasn't it? Yeah, so this is actually the first time that I'm even doing this particular level, funnily enough. And hopefully I'm going to be able to even complete it. So I'm just going to heal myself real quick first, and then we're just going to reroll, and let's have a look. Ooh, plus 50% damage. Yes, I'll take that. Thank you very much. That sounds great. Alright, so let's reroll this. What do we want? What do we want? I think I'll probably not take any of these. None of these. Okay, I'm not going to re-roll anything else. It's basically, there's no point. There is just no point in doing that. Okay, so let's try and see if I can find some nitra as soon as possible. I want to try to find as many as I can. Okay, we're going to need mushrooms, obviously, first of all, too. Whoa, that's a lot of these guys. A lot of loot bugs. Look at how much... Yeah, you see how much damage we're capable of doing now with the turrets? You see how much they do? It's absolutely insane. That's exactly the reason why I wanted to take the fire rate, because they just obliterate anything. They will just literally obliterate anything right now. I could even go for some more reload speed if I wanted to. Should I go for some more reload speed? Yes, let's go for some more reload speed. Let's double down on this thing. Okay, so I could go over here and get some gold. I'm not a big fan of actually getting gold, to be honest. I feel like gold is not really... I mean, yeah, sure, it can be useful for things like critical chance and so on, but nitra is definitely the thing that I am looking for at the moment. So it wouldn't be too bad if I could actually get some of that, please. I'm not sure why I'm not getting any, but yeah, anyway, let's just try and pick up some of this stuff while I can. There we go, more reload speed for this. And these guys all died, so I can now level up once more. More reload speed or more damage? Guess I'll just go for more damage, why not? Okay, so we should be good. I'm just making sure that we're not going to be too potentially far away from the supply drop, because the supply drop does have the added benefit of giving us some rather interesting build variety. I'd like to pick up some... there we go. Found some nitra. I feel like my build speed is pretty good, but I think maybe it needs to be a little bit better. Did I take build speed recently? I don't think so, right? I don't think I have any build speed anywhere, but yeah, you can see just how fast these elites die next to us right here. Just purely because enemies are entering like this bottleneck situation where it's just close quarters and they just can't do anything. It's crazy. Anyway, so let's have a look here. Ooh, hello. Should I go for the unstable overclock? Oh my. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this one on the right. This is the favorite. All other weapons minus 30% damage and minus 30% fire rate, which is obviously going to impact how much damage my turrets are doing, and they're doing a lot of damage. But I personally like this a great deal, so I'm gonna be taking it. I want to see how much damage it actually does, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be... It's doing over 1,000! It's doing over 1,000 damage. It is literally doing over 1,000 damage. Okay. Hello. That's, yeah. Well, the new auto rifle, everyone. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I'm gonna go for some more move speed here. Okay, yeah. So we are definitely cooking with very much gas right now. Yes, that is amazing. Wow. Right. So. Okay. Yeah, I want to actually pick up all the experience, but I can't because I need to go to this. But yeah, I'm very pleased with this, actually. Funnily enough, I am very, very pleased with it. Okay. Reload speed or fire rate? No, I think we need to go for some more reload speed, to be honest. Oh no, reload speed is actually not even necessary anymore with the auto rifle. I think it fires pretty fast as it is. It's going to kill this elite in literally 2 seconds. Well, my turrets killed it as well, but yeah. That was pretty effective. Okay, I'm going to need to get rid of all these rocks here. There we go. Okay, am I going to make it there in time? I think I will. I need to pick up the mushrooms along the way as well, by the way. So let's quickly get this. Okay, what do we need? What do we need? Temporary move speed buff when standing still. Find gold? I don't know. Finding gold, not really that important for me right now. I guess what I could do, move speed buff. I think the move speed buff's probably more important. Oh, that magnet would have been amazing, but I don't have enough time to make it there. Okay, let's just try not to die. Okay, let's move here. I don't need more reload speed, so I'll just go for damage with this thing. And am I going to make it? Ooh, that was close. Okay, yeah. Barely any nitro picked up, though. So I'm not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of that whatsoever. But it's okay, because we got a lot of gold, and that allows us to get some more mining speed, some more damage. Let's reload, and let's get some more critical chance. That's very important, and I'm actually not going to be taking anything else. I don't see the point in taking anything else. So we're just going to continue onward. Sure, I could have gained a little bit of extra damage for my turret, but I'm actually going to be attempting to prioritize. Look at how much damage this thing does. Look at how much damage the auto rifle does. It's literally doing like, what, 4,000 damage every second, I think? Or something like that? I don't know. It seems to be doing an insane amount. That's all I can say. And it's only going to be doing more the more nitro I pick up. So, look at this. Look at it's just insane. Okay, yeah, let's just get some more damage for our turrets as well. Why not? We've got more gold here. I mean, gold is actually pretty good. What are our side objectives on this? Oh, destroy 15 stalagmite. Oh, yeah, well, I basically haven't been focusing on doing the side objectives at all. I've basically just been having fun with the new update and everything, and that's basically it. And I wanted to show you, obviously, the new boss. You know, the new boss is going to be coming around. I haven't had a huge amount of time to play this game, unfortunately, but, you know, that's just how it is sometimes. And so I haven't had time to check out the update. This is literally the first time I'm checking it out in a long time. So, you know, because the update came out, I think, a week ago or something like that. So, yeah, I noticed it came out, and I read some of the patch notes and everything, and I was like, whoa, they changed a lot, you know? So it was very exciting, but I just couldn't find enough time to play it. But, yeah, anyway, if I can find some more nitro, we're going to evaporate the boss if we can. I'm going to get some more damage on this thing. Let's get some more nitro. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of nitro right there. Give me that. Thank you. That's what I like to see. Okay, very nice. Let's get some of these resources as well. I basically could just wait here and nothing would touch me now. I'm pretty sure. I feel very, very confident in our ability to basically just do whatever now, you know? It's very unlikely that we're going to have any issues, but it is very much now a case of if I can survive. Because if I am, you know, particularly bad at what I do, which may very well be the case, you know. If I can't survive, then, well, then we're going to have some issues. Oh, this is absolutely perfect. I want this. So now, if you've been taking, if you've been paying attention, let's just say, you will have seen that I gained a huge amount of critical chance. I was going for critical chance because I was hoping to actually get this, and this provides us with plus 100% critical damage, but also increased critical chance. Obviously, it does reduce our damage by 30%, but that doesn't really make any difference when you're killing everything super, super fast. So, because here's the thing, look at my critical chance right now. Look at the critical chance that we have. We have 125% critical chance. Yes. So I am basically critical hitting every single time I shoot. Is that correct? I think so. 125% critical chance. I mean, I think that's pretty crazy. But yeah, look at the elites. They are just dying. They are just dying instantly. And that's how it goes. That is literally how it goes. So yeah. Can I do the side objective? No, highly unlikely. I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to need to find another, what is it, 11 stalagmite clusters, which is never going to happen. So, yeah, I mean, there's one here, but highly unlikely, right? Okay, so is that the big one? Oh, that's the big one. I'm literally getting him out right now. Okay, that's maybe not the best idea. Okay, so there's two of them, as you can see. So these are the twins. These are the Dreadnought twins, and as you can see, they have different abilities. So this is going to be very interesting to see what they're all... Well, that one's dead. Never mind. Okay. And... yes. Oh, and that one's dead too. Okay. Well, I guess that's what happens when you have an exceptionally powerful build. This is also the reason why I've said many times in the past that I personally think that Pickled Nitra is fantastic. Because if you look at my... Do we actually get to see my damage? Yes. Plus 264% damage. And you can see here, if I actually mouse over this, increases your damage by 2% for every Nitra I have. So in other words, I have 80 Nitra. So I have 160% increased damage just from that one item. And I'm hitting for... 400 with my turrets every what 0.2 seconds whenever they shoot, because their fire rate is so insane. And I'm hitting for like what 4,000, 5,000, maybe even 6,000 with our auto rifle. And so it was easy mode. You know, we literally just turned on easy mode as soon as we got that Pickled Nitra there. If you get it later in the run, I think that's probably when you want to take it. But obviously we got pretty lucky with the goggles as well, because the goggles really made a huge difference there. Anyway, we also now unlocked the breach cutter, which is pretty nice. But there you go. There are our stats. Didn't do too badly in my opinion. We got some pretty nice credits for our work as well, and that means that I can actually gain some more experience or get a pickup radius increase or anything like that. Probably going to go for the experience gain. I think that's a little bit more useful at the moment. And yeah, otherwise, obviously, Salt Pits is one of my favorite levels. This is the new level that they came out with in the previous update, the one before this one, and it's fantastic. It's a really, really good update. Love it. But yeah, otherwise, Hazard 4 for this is locked behind 37 points, and I have 32. So yeah, pretty crazy. This is something that I could probably do actually pretty easily, because I'm going to need to collect 500 gold. Probably need to do that with the driller, in my opinion, and then just try to complete the dive. I don't know how effective that's going to be, but I've already completed one of the objectives. But anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching. If you want to check out the game, there's a link in the description, and I'll see you next time.